Hey everyone, Melissa here and welcome back to my channel. Really super excited today because it is the Scrappy YouTubers lift-a-thon. This is a group that has formed on Facebook. It's a group of lots of YouTubers. I'm sure you'll know most of them, if not all of them. And yeah, so for our first YouTube video we are doing a lift-a-thon and we've all been allocated someone to lift. And I'm thrilled because I'm lifting Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life, and I love her work, and she's my friend as well. We've known each other for several years now, and so what we had to do was go and find a layout of the person that we've been allocated to lift. And so I went onto her Instagram, and I just love her passion for scrapbooking, and she has a style that she doesn't just have one distinct style. She tries a lot of things. She loves mixed media. She loves white backgrounds, but then she pushes herself to do other things as well. And so the layout that I chose is this one, and it's I think it's using a pretty little studio collection. There's some mixed media in here. I don't think I've watched the video for this one, so I haven't seen her put it together, but I just love it. It's of her little boy Barrett, who's grown up so much recently. And what I love about it is that there's mixed media on white, there's some pattern paper, and there's rainbows. And it was actually the rainbows that drew me to this one. And so what I'm using is the January 2021 hit kit. I've used it for all my design team layouts and I've got a lot left, so I'm really keen to use it. And I'm thinking for my background, rather than use just white cardstock, because I'm wanting to get on to killing this kit, is I'm going to use this paper, which is called It's Time to Shine, and it's exclusive. The entire kit is exclusive, so everything you're going to see, obviously, is exclusive. And then what I'm going to do is I'll trim off this branding strip, and then probably trim this one off as well, but I want to use that there. I don't want to tip these off. And I'm thinking of layering a sort of couple of pieces on the side like Christy has, but adding a bigger piece of the this piece, which is a pink wood grain, which is really beautiful. With the stars, I haven't used any of the star paper for anything yet. Yeah, like I said, it's the back of that or the front of that side. And then I've also off camera, to save time, fussy cut out some of the florals of this beautiful floral paper. So a few clusters and a couple of single flowers. And then I have a lot of collections or kits that have rainbow paper, so that's why I was really keen to lift this one. And I don't know if I'll put them exactly where she's put them, but I'll use the rainbows. I have this photo of Ava. She had hand, foot and mouth and wasn't feeling well, so I snapped this little photo of her. She put herself in bed for a whole day pretty much, which is not like her at all. If you know her, she's very active. And it's just a sweet photo. And then I pulled lots of the embellishments from the kit. So these die cuts, I don't know if anything's going to work, but I just pulled them anyway. What did I like on here? Maybe the clock, the flowers. I did think about adding frames because I've got so many of them left. I have got chipboard stickers, more chipboard. The chipboard in this collection is absolutely beautiful because it's hip kit exclusive. Wake up and be awesome might be quite good. Or be kind to yourself, because she is sleeping. Yeah, if you can hear my son in the background, he is gaming, playing Minecraft, and getting very excited with the headphones on and yelling, so I apologise for that. These beautiful puppy stickers that I've got, probably used half of them, so I'm loving them. Also, I quite like that Be Kind to Yourself and Sweet Dreams, might use some of them. And then I don't know what I'm going to call this. I did think about calling it It's Not All Rainbows, but I think there's no way I would make my title from just that. It's far too big. So I'll probably use chipboard for my title. I've been doing that a bit lately. But yeah, that's my plan, and I'm going to get right into it now. Okay, so the first thing I did was trim the strips how I want them. I'm using 2 pieces of pattern paper. This one is a beautiful pink wood grain pattern, quite subtle. And then I'm using this bold navy with blue, well, not blue stars, navy with stars. I think I'd only use the other side of that paper, so I was really keen to get the star paper onto a layout. And I'm using that wood grain one to bridge the gap, really, because that star is very bold. So I need something just to bridge the gap between my pattern paper background these large checks and that star. So I'm using the colour kit for this hip kit, and what we have are two Shimmers Paint Inklings. There is a yellow one called Meet Me at Sunset, which is a gold, more a gold than yellow I guess, and Precious Posy, which is a beautiful purple. They're not flat colour, they're slightly shimmery, which is lovely. So I'm just doing the packaging technique. I've never used inklings before, so you need to put some water into the little pots, and you just add as much as you need to activate them depending on what you're wanting to do. I loved using these, lots of fun. So I think I must have dried off the purple, maybe I didn't, maybe I just left it. Yeah, and then coming in with this gold yellow. So not going too full on. Christy had a lot of mixed media in her background, a lot more than me anyway, and I didn't want to use as much as her. She used several colours, I'm just using a couple, and then I've also got some Shimmers Vibes and Snow Wayman, which is iridescent water based spray, so it's shimmery as well, and just a few drops really, quite subtle. It looks a lot darker here, but when it dries it is yeah, a lot more subtle, like I said. So just drying it off. If I seem a bit vague, it's because I actually recorded this video a long time ago, did the voiceover, and then completely lost the video. And luckily I still had my videos on my phone that I could upload again, because yeah, not that impressed with myself for losing it. But anyway, it's fine. It's a quick video, I don't mind making it again. I'm actually relieved that I don't have to just come on and talk about the layout. I'm so relieved that I have my videos on my phone still. So there are benefits to not deleting everything off your phone. So I just glue everything with liquid adhesive. I used to use double-sided tape, but I kind of gave up on that when I discovered that in putting away some older layouts, some of the things I glued with double-sided tape had come off. Now, I know some people use double-sided tape all the time and have no problem with it. It could be because those layouts were, you know, at least 8 or 9 years old. But anyway, I find glue the quickest. I even glue my photos, which I know some people would never do. It's a no-no to them, but for me it's completely fine. So just distressing my edges as always, just lightly distressing for this layout. So love this little sweet photo of her, and I think the colours work really well. I'd fussy cut everything off camera just to save time. That's a beautiful paper with lots of florals and leaves on it, and I was really keen to get these onto the layout. So Christy had made more a boy themed layout because it was Barrett, so there were no flowers or anything in it, but she had put a lot of rainbows in that. It was actually the rainbows that drew me to this layout of hers. It was really hard to choose a layout to scrap lift because she has so many I could easily scrap lift. Yeah, and she didn't really build clusters around her photos, but I wanted to because I think that a scrap lift is about being inspired by someone else's design but making it your own. So having clusters around my photo is definitely something that I do. And then I found this little Be Kind to Yourself chipboard piece, which I thought worked perfectly for my title because she wasn't feeling well and the best thing she could do was put herself to bed. Now I've copied that corner, top left hand corner with a piece of pattern paper cut into a triangle. That's something that Christy has on her layout. I love that and I should do it more. And now I'm just looking through these embellishments to see what I can add. This layout is pretty quick for me. It's always good to do a quick one. I find some of my layouts just get so elaborate and they literally take me hours. But scrap lifting is a great way to help, I guess, speed up your process because you don't have to overthink because you've got some inspiration in front of you. So before I forget, I do want to say a huge thank you to Rachel Talman for organising this hop and organising this group. It's really awesome that you've brought us all together. I love that there's people from all around the world, and it just shows why I love this online community so much. So thank you, Rachel. Now I'm going through the die cuts. I added that little puffy star, which I thought was perfect for a sleeping layout. I really had to get this die cut rainbow with hearts onto the page, and I think it makes a statement really as the main rainbow. And then I'm just going through, I add dimension on the top of my rainbows and I add glue to the bottom just to kind of anchor them onto the page. Looking at this layout now, I can see that some of them have not glued not stayed glued that well, but that's okay, I can go back and fix them. Yeah, so those little bits of glue that I've added, I need to hold them down and let them dry. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're still secure with the pop dots that I've added. And those are by Stampin' Up. They are my favourite. You can get them in 2 different sizes, and I go through so many packets of them because I love to add dimension. So once I finish this layout off camera, I do come back in. I don't think I do it on camera, but I add a couple of the puffy speech bubbles. One says I love you, the other one says sweet dreams, but you're not missing much by seeing me add those. You'll see them in the final layout, and if I do add them in this video, apologies, it's been a long time since I made it. So also there's beautiful chipboard pieces. That one says all the feels, which I thought was perfect for a little layout of her sleeping. And then I love these puffy buttons. I'm using ones that already have the stitching printed on them because I must have been feeling a bit lazy, but with the other ones I don't add the centres and I'll just add some twine or embroidery floss. So adding my journaling, and yeah, I didn't add those other 2 puffy speech bubbles, but my journaling just talks about how she spent all day in bed sick, how she put herself in bed, which I thought was really sweet. And she also asked me to sit on her bed with her, so I love that. I just sat there and read a book all day. So yeah, that's my final layout. Thank you so much for watching. Next on your stop is Christy, and you can see the link in the description box below are the links of all the ladies that are playing along. Thank you so much for watching.